Ok, para este video vamos a hablar sobre el futuro and especialmente los irregulares. So irregular verbs in the future tense. You knew they were coming. Here we go. Okay, so far as you know, you've been learning about the future tense and how it's formed in two different ways, right? You have the ir plus a plus infinitive, or you can just take the verb and the infinitive and add on the appropriate endings. Both are used interchangeably. So if you are using the second way, where you just add the endings to an infinitive, there are always a few irregulars that need to be mentioned. So note to self, it's important to remember though that irregular verbs have the same endings as regulars, and that will never change. So anytime you're doing any verb in the future tense, whether it's regular or irregular, keep in mind that the endings will always be the same, again for AR, ER, and IR verbs. That's just such a beautiful thing. Okay, so to start off, the following verbs are irregular in the future tense, and their stems before adding the endings, instead of it just being the verb and the infinitive. This is what the stems are. Tener obviously means to have. Instead of it being tener and then you add on the ending, instead your stem is going to be tender with a DR, and then you add on your ending. Excuse me. Salir, to leave, your stem for that would be saldre with the DR. Venir, same thing. So notice they're kind of similar, even though they're irregular, at least they all kind of match a little bit. Poner, to put into or to place, would be pondre with the DR. Saber, which means to know facts or information or a how-to statement, would be saber with the R. It's hard to say without the ending. Poder, to be able to. Poder with an R. Okay, so those are the first 6. There's 9 total. So again, even though the stem is irregular, because again, this is irregular, the endings are still the same. So instead of adding e to tener, you add it to tendre. So it would be tendre, not tenere. That's wrong. This is right. Okay? A few more irregular verbs in the future tense are as follows. I put these on separate slides because these on this slide look similar to each other and the ones on the other side look similar to each other. This one is decir, to say or to tell. The stem is dir. Hacer, to make or to do. The stem is ar. Querer, to want, is quer. Okay, so there's 9 irregular verbs total that I'm giving you in the future tense. You have the 6 on the previous slide that all look similar in the fact that they have DR as their stem, or have DR in their stem. These 3, which would make up 9 total, these I put on this slide because they all end in R as their stem. So I'm trying to keep them into little separate piles for you in order to help you out. So altogether, there are 9 irregular verbs in the future tense. Okay, so let's have some practica. Let's conjugate them so you can see them with their endings, okay? Tener. So normally where you would want to put tenere, that is wrong, okay? It's irregular. The stem is tendre, and so you add your ending e. So tendre would be I will have. You will have, tendrás. He or she will have, tendrá. We will have, tendremos. And they will have, tendrán. Okay? Poder, here's another one. I'm not doing them all for you, but podré would be I will be able to blank. Again, the temptation here is to put poderé, but it's one of the 9 irregulars, so it's going to end in dr for most of them. Podré, I will be able to. Podrás, you will be able to. Or you can, or you will. Podrá, he or she will be able to. Podremos, we will be able to. And podrán, they will be able to. Okay. Saber. Normally where you would want to put sabere, it's sabre. I will know. You will know. He or she will know. We will know. And they will know. Hacer. Normally, where you would want to put hacere, it's are, harás, hará. haremos, and harán. So I will make or I will do, you will make, you will do, he or she will make, he or she will do, we will make, we will do, and they will make or they will do. Okay? So those are just some práctica with some ones that are irregular, just so you can see them being conjugated. So let's see if you can translate the following sentences, just so you can have some práctica. Algún día tendré un trabajo con un salario muy bueno, or dinero muy bueno. So what do you think this oración is saying? You can pause it if you want. The meaning is right here. Someday I will have a job with a good salary, or a salary very good, or very great. What about this one? Queremos cantar 12 canciones en el concierto. We will want to sing 12 songs at the concert. We will want, that's your verb right there, to sing 12 songs at the concert. Saldré muy temprano por la mañana. ¿Vendrás conmigo? I will leave very early in the morning. Will you come with me? So I will leave very early in the morning. Will you come with me? Okay? So again, that is just all, those are the 9 irregular verbs in the futuro, in the future tense. They work and function just like regular verbs in the sense that the endings will be the same. The only thing different is that the stem slightly changes, okay? But there's only 9 of them, so memorize which ones those are and how they're formed. And we'll have some práctica with this. Adios!